Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I decided to make a video on how 2020 went for me. It was good, it was also very bad. Anyway, let's have a look at it. Don't go away. I did visit Dipolog at one stage and I really loved it. So when I left to Sindahan, I came back to Dipolog and I wanted to settle here. I found it to be a beautiful city with very friendly people and beautiful ladies, of course. I was also very attracted by the boulevard. This was a very important factor in my decision. Such a beautiful place where everyone meets after work and enjoy a beautiful sunset. That was my choice. I really wanted to settle here. And I did. First thing then I needed to do is to find a place to stay. So I had a friend who helped me to look around, and I found this beautiful townhouse, 2-bedroom townhouse. But it was empty, but that's fine. I was very happy to furnish myself and get a good price for it. I started paying 11,000 a month, but then with COVID and the lack of demand, I managed to reduce to 9,000 per month. It's all modern, very comfortable, in a good position. 10 minutes or so on scooter to Lee Plaza, the shopping mall. So everything beautiful. The other thing I needed is some kind of transport. And it took me a while to decide myself on what kind of transport. So first of all, I bought my Kawasaki X300. I loved it. But then I realized that it was probably a little bit too big to drive around the city. So I bought a Yamaha Mio 125cc. That was absolutely ideal, of course, to go and do the groceries, for instance. So transport was all set up, my home all settled. Now, what did I need? A companion, of course. And I met this lady in this shopping center. I think a love at first sight, and same for her. I was so happy to meet. It's my coffee.
It's your cappuccino. And there's a heart in it.
Is that your heart, darling?
Yeah, it's my heart. I give it to you.
Mwah. Since then, we started dating, and things were getting better and better every time. That was quite a very busy and exciting month of January. Okay, after a nice little breakfast there, I'm gonna get ready and take Marianne to her work. She's so lucky.
I'm lucky.
You like it?
Yeah.
For what?
Very.
For what?
Everything.
Ah, you see, she's happy in everything she does. That's good. I'm happy too. Except that I have to go back to Australia for surgery. But that's another video subject. Now it was time for me to go back to Sydney, Australia for a spine surgery, a laminectomy. I had some fear about this trip, but I wasn't sure why. It should have taken 3 weeks, but it took 3 months. Okay, my surgery was now due on the 28th of February. It was postponed due that they found a high content of anti-inflammatory substance in my blood, and that could have been very lethal. So another date had to be set up. In the meantime, all the flights back to Philippines were cancelled one by one. I was shocked. Something was happening. COVID started to make a lot of damage around the world and started affecting everybody, including me. My return to the Philippines was really in jeopardy. I started to panic. At last, the surgery took place on Friday the 13th, my lucky day. And it was really successful. One thing out of the way, now I had to really concentrate very hard on how to go back to the Philippines, to my home. And our Prime Minister announced that from Monday, all Australian citizens will not be able to leave the country. On that same day, I went through internet and worked so hard to find a ticket out of Sydney the following day. And I did find it. And I was so lucky because when I arrived in Singapore, my stopover, I was told that today is the last day for the Philippine government to accept foreigners to come to the Philippines. In that way I was lucky, but what I had to expect was quite stressful. I had to stay in quarantine in Cebu, 14 days in a hotel, and then it took me about 2 weeks to get all my paperwork, travel permit, health certificate, etc., etc. So I'm allowed to go back to Dipolog. Just on the 27th of April, I arrived at home, Dipolog. However, while on the ferry at the port, they came to pick me up in an ambulance and took me to the nearest quarantine facility just outside Dipolog. I was very depressed. And then after 2 weeks, at last, I was released. Time to go home, for real, my home, my place, my apartment that I miss so much, and join my beautiful girlfriend, Marianne. Okay, our first lunch at home.
Yes.
Feels good to be at home. Unfortunately, things didn't go that well with Marianne. Probably all this adventure of 3 months out of Dipolog affect me. So we decided to separate, and we were away from each other for about 3 months. It was probably a good experience for me because I didn't have a chance to really learn from the Filipinos, the Filipinas. That was for me a good opportunity to expand my knowledge and my understanding of the Filipino culture, and I really needed that before being committed to someone. And at last, on the 31st of May, I got my driver license, car and motorcycle, and I was very happy, very, very happy. By end of August, Marianne and I were back together. Our relationship was getting stronger and stronger. We had some very happy moments.
luggage. And we both have
Oh, that's a video.
Yeah, video.
Not in public.
not in public.
Not in public.
Not.
Okay, everybody, Marianne and I, we wish you a very, very happy new year with all your best wishes, and I hope we got a good year without much COVID. So, anyway, God bless you all. Happy New Year!